Like damn, she wanna afford to touch me. I say I own it, and she got it.
What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Let's discuss Money in the Bank from July the 6th, 2024. A pretty okay show for the most part. The only surprise that we got was John Cena announcing his retirement next year. We'll talk about that when we get further into the review. Other than that, the show was extremely predictable, and that's not good. That's not good. So we kicked the show off with the first match of the night. That was the men's Money in the Bank. So Drew McIntyre, he wins Money in the Bank. He defeats Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, Chad Gable, Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes. So basically, this was an okay, fun spot fest match. So Chad Gable, he did German suplexes in the match. He did a couple ankle locks in the match as well. There was a yeet and a stare down and punches from Jey Uso and LA Knight. Andrade was the MVP of the match. He definitely sacrificed his body by doing a couple of springboard leg drops. Carmelo Hayes was the second MVP as well because he took a nasty bump when Andrade did, I believe it was a super power bomb from one of the ladders that was nasty, taking out Carmelo. So towards the end of the match, Jey Uso was about to climb the ladder and win Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre, he did a quick kip up. He used the ladder as a javelin. He claymored Jey Uso, threw him out the ring, and he climbed up the ladder to win Money in the Bank. So this was extremely predictable. We knew this was going to happen, but McIntyre gets fucked over again later on. So to me, this was all for naught. The crowd was very into the match and stuff. But again, for me, I'm kind of over ladder matches because we get so many of them per year from WWE, AEW, and TNA that I'm kind of numb to these types of things. I don't really care about them as much. I just don't. But the match was solid. The match was fine. Crowd was into it. I'm shocked that they started off with the men's Money in the Bank first. I thought that was going to, I wouldn't say main event, but that was going to be probably the co-main event. I didn't think it was going to be the opener. I didn't, but it is what it is. So Drew McIntyre winning is fine, but it's all for naught because he gets fucked over later on. Moving on. So this leads us into Bron Breakker versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn defeats Bron Breakker via the Helluva kick. Just one measly Helluva kick put Bron Breakker for the count. Put him down for the count. That makes no damn sense. Why couldn't Triple H just book Sami Zayn going over Bron Breakker by via a roll-up? It makes no fucking sense. And I'm a fan of Bron Breakker. I'm a fan of Sami Zayn. I like Sami Zayn. But come on. You mean to tell me one Helluva kick? I could see if Sami did like 3 in a row. That to me is believable. And that's what should have happened. I would have done that if I was booking it. I would have done that, or I would have had Sami roll up Braun, where Braun maybe was going for a spear, and then Sami does like a quick roll up, and then Braun shocked. Braun realized that his momentum got the best of him. He was outsmarted. That's what I would have done. But maybe Braun, maybe he gets a rematch at SummerSlam, and then maybe that's when he goes over Sami Zayn is at SummerSlam. You got 4 weeks, so that would be the best option. But Sami winning in just a clean fashion, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it because it makes no sense. you could have protected Braun in a different way. And the only way you could have really protected him, really, is just do a roll-up finish. I don't understand how hard it is to grasp. I just don't understand Triple H's booking sometimes. I don't. I feel like he doesn't give a fuck. He's only pushing his black and gold guys. That's all he's pushing. And Sami Zayn is a product of black and gold, as well as he's a product of the Vince McMahon era as well. So Sami Zayn, believe it or not, Sami Zayn did some of his best heel work under Vince McMahon. I'm not going to hold you guys up. Sami Zayn did his best heel work under Vince McMahon. I love the conspiracy theory character that he played back when Nakamura and Cesaro was still... my bad. Back when Cesaro was still with WWE at the time, my bad. Nakamura still with WWE. But that was the best run of Sami Zayn was heel Sami Zayn. I love the conspiracy theory character that he played. That was great. That was from, was it 2020 to 2022? Something like that? I think it was something like that. He played that character for at least a good couple of years. But Sami Zayn winning is okay, and, it was predictable because, why? They're in Canada, so they did the whole Scott D'Amore thing. People have to win in their hometowns. Not necessarily, but it is what it is. So Bron Breakker, he's upset post-match. He's irate, so it is what it is. Next, moving on. So we get a video package about WWE Bad Blood that's coming to Atlanta, which is great, on October 5th. So that's the next major premium live event in October. That's great. That's good. Moving on from that. So Trish Stratus, she comes out next. She says that she's the hostess with the mostest. She wants to know if the crowd is having fun. They respond in the affirmative. Trish Stratus talks about having her first retirement match in this arena and facing the Queen, Charlotte Flair. She was also the mystery partner for a certain someone, a.k.a. Zoe Stark. Ugh, made me want to barf. And then she introduces John Cena. So John Cena comes out to a massive reaction, a massive pop. So Cena comes out, he gets on the mic and says that it sounds like they showed up to sing. That could be why they're here. So Cena, the crowd breaks out in a Cena chant. So Cena just immediately gets on the mic and says, tonight, he officially announces his retirement from the WWE. Fans chant no. John Cena says that he hears a mixed opinion out there. There are a lot of questions. Cena wants to talk about Toronto. Cena wants to talk about Canada and Canadians. Cena has been in WWE for over 2 decades. In those times, he's seen incredible waves of prosperity like we have right now. WWE is the hottest ticket in town. I kind of would disagree on John Cena right then and there on that one. It was hot in WrestleMania season. It's still hot, but it's not as hot as it once was. Cena has seen tremendous hardship when no one knows your name and wants to be your friend. Only the most dedicated hardcore fans stand by your side in all those years. And one of the most impressive things he's learned is whether WWE is hot or cold, Canadians always show up. So Cena begins to get emotional a little bit. Cena says that they need to be making noise for themselves. They built all this. This is why this is the perfect place for him to say what he has to say. Why now? It's Money in the Bank. It's the ultimate symbol of opportunity. This farewell doesn't have to end the night. It's filled with opportunity. Raw makes history when it moves to Netflix in January. John Cena will be there. Alongside with that, the history making first. They're going to build some unforgettable last. The Royal Rumble 2025 will be his last. The Elimination Chamber will also be his last in 2025. As well as WrestleMania in Las Vegas is going to be his last WrestleMania that he competes in. So Cena said that he's going to kick off the press conference after the show and will fill all questions about his retirement. in the vein of ultimate opportunity, he wants to take advantage of one. Cena wants to thank the crowd. So a massive thank you Cena chant breaks out. So Cena, he looks to be moved by the reaction. John Cena's emotional as he refers to that as an incredible gesture of kindness. Cena thanks them for letting him play in the house they built for him so many years. Cena thanks them for their voice and their honesty, because it's beautifully brutal. Most of all, he thanks them for allowing him to be here with them tonight. John Cena says they're planning something unforgettable, which involves him returning to Toronto to kick some ass. If you're watching at home or one of the insanely loud in Toronto, Canada, or if you're a WWE superstar, if you want some, come get some. The last time is now, and that was it. So this was a great promo. I actually like this. I'm very intrigued by this. I was actually thinking that maybe John Cena was going to just do stuff part-time. This makes sense, but I'm also a little bit scared because now guys have to step up. So Cody has to step up. Bron has to step up. They have to fire. They have to push guys that are going to make them money. Now that John Cena is stepping down, that's going to hurt WWE tremendously. With Roman, he's going to wind down his career in the next couple of years or whatever. He's already doing stuff part-time. It's time for these newer guys. I mean, Braun's going to step up for sure. Cody's going to step up for sure. Carmella can step up. My thing is, does John Cena go after number 17? Does he attempt to be number 17? Does he attempt to win the WWE Championship for a 17th time? Do they do that storyline with him? Or do they do a storyline where he's going to be in a feud with like a Bron Breakker, and Bron Breakker, beats him at WrestleMania or something like that? I don't know. I am very excited and intrigued about this. This is great. I've always been a fan of John Cena. I've always liked John Cena. John Cena is the modern-day Hulk Hogan, or he has been the modern-day Hulk Hogan in the past 20-plus years. And that's not a bad thing. That's an actual good thing. But John Cena stepping away, it makes perfect sense. He may come back and be like a host or something like that. He could maybe even produce some matches. That would be cool to see him as like a GM every now and again. I think that'd be kind of cool as well. But this was good. I really enjoyed this segment, and this is great. I'm just very intrigued to see what WWE does with this going forward. This is kick-ass. This is good. I was actually thinking that John was going to stay with WWE and do his last match, maybe at WrestleMania, I want to say 42. So in the next 2 years, I was thinking that's what they were going to do, is have him retire at WrestleMania 42. But having him retire officially next year at 41, that's kind of interesting in my opinion. Really good shit though. Moving on from that, Finn Balor tells Damian Priest that it's time to punish Seth freaking Rollins. Damian Priest tells the crew to stay out of his business regardless of Drew McIntyre. So Damian Priest then fist bumps them and walks off. Finn Balor coldly stares after him and quietly says, "Whatever you want, boss." Cool. Okay, that's fine. So this leads us into Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest. Pretty okay match. Now, the crowd chants Undertaker in this match. They chant Undertaker in this match. I'm like, damn. Canada is letting Drew have it. Toronto is definitely letting Damian Priest have it. I'm like, damn. So, basically, it was basically almost like a fuck finish. So, Seth hits the stomp. That should have been the finish, but it wasn't. Then Damian Priest, he hit the Razor's Edge. That wasn't the end of it. Seth goes for a Falcon Arrow. And the referee, he messed up the count or whatever. So immediately Drew McIntyre comes out. And he hits a Future Shock DDT on Seth Rollins. He attempts to go for a Claymore kick, but to no avail. So, CM Punk, he shows up. He beats the shit out of Drew McIntyre with a steel chair. He tucks him out with a cable. And then CM Punk throws him back into the ring. He hits him with the World Heavyweight Championship. And then Damian Priest hits the South of Heaven for the 1, 2, 3. CM Punk is on the commentary table, sitting Indian style, and that was it. I'm just like, what the fuck? This was absolutely stupid. Why? Because Seth Rollins can no longer challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship, so he has no direction towards SummerSlam. Drew McIntyre has been screwed over again for the 4th time. So, what do you do with this? This is a dumbass decision. Triple H done fucked up with this shit. He's done fucked up royally with this shit, and I don't like it. This really pissed me off. I thought this was extremely dumb. I get you had to save what happened, the debacle with the referee and everything else, but it is what it is. But my God. So Seth Rollins is not going to be at the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, which is weird. Because are you going to do like a triple threat, Drew McIntyre? Well, actually, no. Would you do like a fatal? Well, yeah. Would you do a triple threat match? Would you do Drew, Gunther, and Priest? I don't know. I really don't know. I've got more questions than answers, man. Stuff like this just infuriates me because I'm just tired of it. I'm really, really tired of this shit. Like, I like the CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud, and it was a no-brainer. We all knew that CM Punk was going to show up and cost Drew. But now that Seth Rollins has no direction at SummerSlam, that to me doesn't sit right with me. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I mean, what does Rollins do at SummerSlam? What does he do? Seriously, what does he fucking do? I have no idea. So Damian Priest is still champion. Moving on. So this leads us into the women's Money in the Bank. Naomi versus Zoe Stark versus Lyra Valkyria versus Tiffany Stratton versus Chelsea Green versus Io Sky. The women did a pretty decent botchy job here. Tiffany Stratton wins. So towards the end of the match, Chelsea Green, she was about to win the match, and then out of nowhere, Tiffany Stratton comes out. She throws Chelsea Green over the ladder, and she crashes down into into 2 tables, and she retrieves the briefcase. This was great. I love this. Tiffany Stratton winning, chef's kiss. Excellent stuff here. Great call by Triple H. Love that. So, my girl wins. This is great. Again, I also would have been fine with Chelsea winning as well, even though she was in her hometown. Well, not really her hometown, but her home country. But Chelsea Green losing is fine. It makes perfect sense. You know, Tiffany Stratton was the perfect call. Like I said, you couldn't have gone wrong with either Tiffany Stratton or Chelsea Green. The crowd would have reacted the same either way. And I think this was a good call. Tiffany Stratton winning is great. This was great. Moving on. So Jackie Redmond is backstage with Trish Stratus. So Jackie Redmond asked Trish Stratus about the crowd. So Trish Stratus, she attempts to speak, but missed Money in the Bank. Tiffany Stratton cuts her off. Tiffany Stratton calls herself the center of the universe. And in Tiffy in the Bank. So Trish Stratus tells Tiffany Stratton not to get ahead of herself. The cash-in will determine if she'll be a future Hall of Famer or a flash in the pan. Tiffany Stratton says it's Trish's time is no longer. Tiffany's time has just begun. Jackie Redmond says that's no way to treat a Hall of Famer. So that was pretty cool and funny. This is fine. I do like this. Maybe this could lead to a match between Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus. at SummerSlam. I think that would be tremendous. That would kick ass. I'm down for that. I believe Trish can still go if Triple H wants to book that, but he's not, how Vince was. Vince would have easily done that match, but Triple H is totally different. Nah, man, it's not work rate in that. No. It's not work rate at all. So this leads us into the main event of the evening, the 6-man tag, the Bloodline, which is Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu. This was great. Versus Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes. So, Solo got the win. He pinned Cody Rhodes via the Samoan Spike. This was a hard-hitting, crazy match. The crowd was super into it. There were crazy spots in this match as well. So, Jacob Fatu was the MVP of this match. This guy is fucking amazing. He's fucking amazing. He lost a bunch of weight. And he's just super agile. He moves like a fucking cruiserweight. The guy is uber agile. So, Kevin Owens was able to hit, I believe, a frog splash and break the announce table. That was great. Crowd popped massively for that. So, towards the end of the match, things are about to break down. Cody was able to fight off some of the guys. And then Jacob Fatu, he held up Cody Rhodes. And then Solo hit him with a Samoan Spike for the 1, 2, 3. Solo pins Cody clean. So this is setting up clearly for Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam, which we're going to see the inevitable return of Roman Reigns. And this was great. This actually makes perfect sense. I think this was a wise decision. This was actually a no-brainer. So, yeah. But the match was solid. Basically, all 6-man tag matches are the same. It doesn't matter what promotion. They're all the same. And Solo winning was the right decision, obviously. So Money in the Bank overall was okay, but very, very predictable. Triple H played it safe. The only surprise that we got was John Cena retiring, which I'm very intrigued by, and who is going to be John Cena's final opponent at WrestleMania. Are they going to go the championship route? Will they have him go after number 17 to try to eclipse Ric Flair's record? We don't know. But Drew McIntyre getting screwed over, that sucks. Seth Rollins having another erection going into SummerSlam. That is total bullshit. CM Punk showing up was expected, and that was a no-brainer as well. But overall, Money in the Bank was okay. It was just okay. But what did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.